Good evening, my darling batlings. I hope everyone's had a mostly enjoyable day today. I'm joined tonight by Miles Above, and JKR will be joining us after he returns from taking Widget on a walk.
Hello.
And, the surprise, actual conclusion release to the Danganronpa fan dub that I was a part of all those years ago, as well as reconnecting with some of the people involved in the project, got me thinking, I've been streaming all this time, and I haven't done Danganronpa. I need to fix that.
How dare you, for shame.
So, starting tonight, we're going to be beginning a retrospective on the Danganronpa series. Thankfully, there's not too many entries. Downside, these games are minimum 60 hours long each.
Bro, we're gonna be playing Persona level hours right there.
Yes. These are very dialogue heavy. And, I feel like that's a good enough intro as any. So let's get on over here.
You need all the time you need to be able to take care of this. Take care of these.
Yes,
games,
I need to spend as little time as possible on the opening preamble and instead get to the game.
So I have never really seen this fully.
Good.
So this is gonna be a treat for me.
That's the best way to experience it, is to go into it not knowing how it plays out.
So is there voice acting typically with those dialogues, or
yes, also, dear God, is this loud?
It's very loud, holy shit. Bro, compared to your other screen shares you've done, that was like blaring.
That was turned down to -18.
Wait, what? Bro, I think your computer is confused. We need to do like a ear warning whenever you do this. Next time we just need to put like a little countdown that says you can uncover your ears in 3, 2, 1.
I would, but I don't know how to set that up without like a whole bunch of like pre-made assets.
Hello there.
No, I know. I'm just making jokes about it.
Hello there, Kier. Feel free to join on if you want to. We can have a whole dang old grandpa party going.
I was gonna make a joke saying like if there was like times where there's no voice acting, you need to voice act your characters.
Yes, I could. It doesn't have voice acting for the entire game. That's the whole point of the fan dub, was to give every line of dialogue in the game voice acting.
So I demand you voice act your characters, because I know you said there were times you wish you could redo some stuff, so I feel like this would be a good time to do that.
Fair enough. Okay, Kier's doing a massive cleanup, so he won't be here to voice his character, which was Sakura Ogami.
That's fine. We'll just use you for now.
Alright, we'll keep everything on the default kind difficulty, because I don't feel like people being mean to me today. I've dealt with that enough.
Gentle, kind, and mean. Oh
yes.
God, the name of the difficulty throws me off, man.
Yeah, I like that. Sort of like Silent Hill 2. There's separate difficulties for, like, the puzzles and, like, the main gameplay.
Bro, is that a muffin button?
That's not a muffin button. It's the opposite of a muffin button.
Is it to launch people into torture devices, or is it space, or what?
It's a launch people into space button.
Dang it! I wanted a muffin button.
Keep in mind, we haven't had a single line of dialogue yet, and this is how the game starts.
Cement, cement, cement. Make sure to hold your breath. Once you reach the bottom, a fade way worse than death.
I don't think this involves cement, but go off, I guess.
Oh,
whatever.
Gosh.
I don't know. The song's been stuck in my head since the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, skeleton!
Yeah,
The skeleton. Spooky skeleton. No one warned me this was going to be spooky.
Oof. There's a lot of skeletons in that guy's closet.
Well, now they're out of the closet.
Oh.
I'm proud of them.
Yes, true. I know, I am too.
Ooh, Miles,
Jake-
you stink.
JKR JKR bragging about how his is bigger than Kier's. Oh my god.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my god.
How dare.
Now, I know damn well how that can be taken. I don't give a shit tonight. I am that out of it.
All right.
I am
The massive high school towers all over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak
Maybe I can
Academy.
use that as a central headquarters.
It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded let me try that again. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. I read that wrong. It sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak Academy a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. When you think about it, that's actually a pretty shitty rhyme, because when you think about it, that's actually a kind of shitty rhyme, because was and cause don't rhyme.
I wonder how that got around.
No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. Oh, so it's like well, no, they didn't scout us. It was a lottery. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me.
Before we go any farther, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Makoto Naegi.
Hi, Bryce Pappenbrook. I still need to meet you in person so I can grill you about making my panel that was right after yours run like way too short.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've told that story on stream before, but long story short, me and my cousin were hosting an abridging panel and debuting the newest episode of Abridging on Frontier at NecoCon one year. Our panel was right after a voice acting panel hosted by Bryce Pappenbrook and some of the other guests. His panel went way over time because he would not shut up, no matter how many times the con staff tried to tell him to wrap it up. And eventually, once he did wrap it up, they wouldn't give us extra time, so we didn't get to finish our panel.
Welcome.
And from what I've been told, if you tell him that if I were to tell him that in person, he would be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that," and be like all apologetic and freak out. I'm not even mad about it. It's a one-sided rivalry as a meme.
You just want to see the reaction.
Yeah. As you can see, I'm nothing but a hopelessly average high school student. Average on the outside, average on the inside. I really don't have much going for me when it comes to grades, special abilities, even personality. Bryce, just like me, for real, for real.
Bruh.
I mean, yeah, I have hobbies and stuff I like to do, but it's not like I'm a psychic or a mutant or whatever. What about a psychic mutant? Those exist.
Yeah, look at Charles Xavier.
Like, if you ask me what my favorite song was, or my favorite movie or TV show, they'd all just be whatever's most popular at that particular moment. Oh, so he's that guy that Red Letter Media made fun of. That's like, don't ask questions, just consume product and get excited for next product.
Sounds like it. Excuse me.
Even among the average, I'm completely average, so I can't even say I'm your everyday hero type. That's just who I am. Anyway, I figure it's always good to introduce yourself right off the bat. The question is, Who am I introducing myself to? I feel like I'm being watched and controlled by some mysterious third party. But you know, if I have any kind of strong point, so to speak, I'd say I'm a little more gung-ho than other people. I mean, look at me. I'm completely ordinary, but still. Here I am, standing in front of the anything but ordinary Hope's Peak Academy. I still can't believe I'm standing here. I wonder if someone like me can survive in a place like this. It's got this overwhelming presence. Like it's trying to swallow me whole. Oh god, I didn't think we were getting 4 this early.
Oh my.
But it's no wonder I would feel that way. What you have to understand is... Well, let me just tell you about the preparation I did last night to get ready for today. Oh god, he was browsing 4chan. Rest in peace 4chan, by the way.
I know, I was about to say, yeah, 4chan's down.
Sorry, rest in piss 4chan, because it turned into a hell site.
Yes.
It was already hellish, but it turned into just like a Nazi circle jerk, let's be honest.
Yeah, rest in piss. Never miss.
Hope's Peak only invites those students who are truly elite in their field. Also, we can confirm that this game takes place in 2010.
Look, I'm staring at AIM right now.
It's such a popular topic, there are threads online dedicated to talking about the school's attendees. So to prepare, I looked up some of those threads. And all I saw was talk about ultimate students who were way beyond your average high schooler. For example, one incoming student is the ultimate pop sensation. I guess she's a high school girl who's also the lead singer for a pop group famous all over the country. There's also the ultimate baseball star. He was the cleanup hitter for the National High School Champs. Pro teams already have their eyes on him. Then there's the ultimate fashionista.
Of course.
She's been on the cover of tons of fashion magazines. She's what every high school girl wants to be. Oh, and they mentioned the ultimate biker gang leader, too. The scary thing is, he's the de facto leader of every biker gang in Japan. Gangs everywhere love the guy. On top of that, there's the ultimate martial artist. See you in chat, Kier. The ultimate fanfic creator. The ultimate gambler. The ultimate swimming pro. The ultimate programmer. The ultimate clairvoyant. I've got some really sexy dyslexia today. I like to call it sexlexia.
Apparently.
And then some. Reading that made me realize how totally powerless I was. It was the country's finest, top to bottom. I felt like a tame little house cat who'd wandered into a pride of lions. Speaking of which, I saw some kitties today. Apparently these people are housing a bunch of, like a litter of cats that they're trying to get rid of. And sadly, I can't take one of them in, because I just don't have what it takes to raise a cat on my own. Yeah, including the space for a cat.
Yeah, when I had Barry in an apartment, it was rough for him, so...
But still, there was something I couldn't stop thinking about. You see, there were a few students who I couldn't find any info on, no matter how much I looked. With all those ultimate students, I'm the only one without any kind of worthwhile talent.
Hey, but you're the ultimate average student.
He does have an ultimate. You'll see what it is. But then, what about those other new students who didn't seem to pop up anywhere? Could they just be average students like me without any talent or anything? That thought was kind of encouraging. I mean, I know I don't have much in the way of personality, we can tell. But beyond that, there's an even bigger issue. How did such an unbelievably average student like me get picked to come to this ultimate high school? I mean, I guess there is a reason. You just have to take one glance at the acceptance letter they send to me to see why. We recently held a lottery to select one ordinary student to attend our school. As a result, you have been selected, and we invite you to join us as the ultimate lucky student. See, there's his ultimate.
What the heck?
They hold a lottery to accept students, so they really are just like my old middle school.
Oh my gosh, the ultimate lucky student.
They spelled it out plain as day. I got invited by pure luck. Honestly, I probably would have been better off just declining their offer. But after hearing how graduating was a guarantee for success later in life, I just couldn't say no. But then, actually standing there in front of the school, I started to feel lost, like I didn't belong there. I could feel myself losing my nerve. Hello, Noreko. Hello there. Still on the introduction, good for me. Excellent. If you're familiar with Danganronpa, do not spoil it for my buddy Miles here, who has no knowledge of Dang Old Grandpa. Welcome. Glad you decided to tune in for this. I'm going to be providing some of my own voices for the non-voiced lines, since there's so much non-voiced text in this game, and I was also in a Danganronpa fan dub, so I'm pretty familiar with this.
Yeah.
But still, I can't just stand here in front of the gate forever. I think everyone should have her first experience with Danganronpa, even with the bad ones. Exactly! Now, what's up for debate is what the bad ones are, because I'm one of those people that thinks the ending of V3 is actually kind of genius when you think about it from a meta perspective. But that's a discussion for when we get to V3.
It looks like this place is more of a fortress than a school.
Hello there.
Hey, Lulu!
Hello there.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Hello, Noreko. I've also got a Discord community if you end up deciding that you like it here and want to stay more up to date and chat with fellow like-minded people. There you go. No pressure to join. No pressure to join it. Just, you know, if you feel like it. I try to keep this place open and welcoming to anyone that doesn't cause shit. Frozen in place, murmuring to myself.
We got enough. We got enough guys doing that already here.
Yeah,
and I'm one of them.
There's 2.5 of us right here.
What? Oh my gosh.
Haven't you heard of 2.5 Men? Haven't you heard of 2.5 Men? As someone who's oh, thank you for the bits. Say meow. I was going to say, as someone who's gender fluid, I would be the half.
I gotcha. No.
I would be the half of 2.5. I would be the half of the 2.5 Men.
I thought you were gonna say half for me because I'm only like half the size of everybody else.
Nah, that would be the obvious joke. And that was the whole joke of the title of 2.5 Men. But anyways, frozen in place, murmuring to myself, I looked down at the acceptance letter clenched in my hand. It said there'd be a meeting for all incoming students in the main hall at 8 a.m. The meeting still isn't for a little while, but I should probably just head in. Yeah, let's do this! I gathered up all my determination and tried to act like I'd done this a million times before.
Undertale. Determination.
This predates Undertale.
I know.
And I took my first step toward the main hall.
Undertale determination.
This is where we're supposed to meet, right? I guess I'm the first one here. There's a really elegant clock over in the corner. It says it's 7:10 a.m. Oh god, he's just like my mom, getting to places an hour early and then having to just wait around and do nothing until time for the meeting.
I do that for like pre-orders of expensive like rare consoles.
Okay, that I can understand, but I'm talking about like doctor's appointments.
No, I get to my doctor's appointments like 5 minutes before I'm supposed to be there.
The meeting doesn't start until 8 o'clock, so there's still a full 50 minutes left. It makes sense that nobody would be here yet. I was so wound up I got here way too early. I have plenty of time before the meeting. Just standing around waiting isn't exactly... I should take a look around the school. Maybe that will help me calm down a bit. A little bit. Fuck the subtitles, I'm going off the rails. I am a student here now, so there shouldn't be any problem with me having a look around, right? It'll help me kill some time, if nothing else. Trying to play it cool, I took my first step into Hope's Peak Academy. It was also my first step towards starting a new life at a new school. At least that's what I was hoping for.
And that was your first mistake.
Oh my
Does
gosh,
this smell-
swirly things.
Does this smell like chloroform to you, Makoto? What the?
A dick.
But the instant I took that first step forward, my view became warped. Sorry, warped! Twisted. It was like some kind of delusion, melting away and mixing together into something else. Spinning, mixing, melting away, then spinning again.
Bro, he shouldn't have those edibles last night.
And the next moment, this is what happens when you say these edibles ain't shit. I wouldn't know from experience, but I've heard the stories.
Yeah, look, guys, this is exactly why you should never partake in the devil's lettuce.
The dude ate a McDonald's chicken fry. Oh no!
Oh, no.
No. He had the McDonald's Sprite.
Not the Sprite.
No. Better yet.
No.
He had the Grimace shake.
Yes, I was about to say that, and people made Danganronpa memes with the Grimace shake.
Oh no, not the Grimace shake. He had a Grimace shake with an edible on top of it.
Everything went black. That was how it all began.
Everything went black.
And how life has...
She was... Wait, also...
Seriously, you said McDonald's Sprite. I had a bad flashback. I'm sorry. And how life as I knew it came to an end. At that point, I should have realized. The reason I was brought to Hope's Peak Academy wasn't because I had the ultimate good luck. It was so I could experience ultimate despair.
Yeah, he could have said he had ultimate bad luck at that point instead of good luck.
Oh, there's a reason why he said that. We're not going to get into that, but we'll...
Do you want to save the data? Yes, I would like to save, you know, when we're right at the beginning of the game.
Who needs to go through that all beginning again?
You'd be surprised at how much that adds up in the recording process.
No.
What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body feels heavy. It's pretty normal for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? Answer, you were sleeping.
You had a Grimace shake.
This isn't a classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on?
This music is so like... I don't know. The music just came off very ghost spooky-ish.
Yes, it is supposed to be unnerving. This is so PS Vita. It's even locked to an integer scale of the resolution of the PS Vita, which means it doesn't quite fill a 16:9 aspect ratio, which irritates me to no end as a video editor because it means there's 2 pixels of black all across the sides of the screen, one on the left and one on the right. There's just a line of black pixels because it's not quite 1920 by 1080p.
How dare it?
Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. First, we'd like to explain the basic controls. You can use the left stick to adjust your aim. If you aim at an object you can interact with, you can press the X button. And presto, you'll investigate that object. Use the directional buttons or the L1 and R1 buttons to adjust your viewpoint. Why don't you try looking around the classroom? Let's see, we got a note. And on the back was a letter. And on the back of that was a message. Please tell me someone got the Spinge Bill reference. Where it's like there's a note and it shows like a musical note. And on the back there was a letter, and on the back it's like the letter A. And then on the and attached to it was a message.
What's the message?
That's the desk I fell asleep on. I can still see a line of drool I must have left there. Ew.
Also, how the hell did you get up from that desk and come all the way back here? Why the hell did you notice there was a note attached to that desk, huh?
Be nice to me. Be nice to me. I'm having a rough day. I'll have to clean that up later. Just curious, you said you're an editor. What software do I use? I use Adobe Premiere. I'm like the one person who pays for Adobe products solely because it was part of, because I got a student discount for it that ended up not paying out in the long run because they upped their subscription price for the, like, whole creative suite from like $200 a year to $600 a year with no warning.
Jeez.
Remember, it's always morally right to pirate Adobe products.
I have Vegas.
I have Vegas too, but it's an outdated version of Vegas that's not really compatible with a lot of the stuff that I use now. I also, if you're looking to getting into, like, you know, professional video editing stuff and don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on software that's mediocre at best, but sort of locks you into its environment, I recommend DaVinci Resolve.
I heard good things about DaVinci.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very good. It's on par in terms of functionality with Adobe Premiere, and it's free.
I know that, like, Vegas has, like, a paid option for monthly for the newest stuff.
Yeah, but they come out with a new version every year, and they've been... Like, yeah. Vegas is very inefficient in terms of how it runs, because it's so prone to crashing. Especially when you're working with stuff in 4K like I do. Very true.
Well, when I get my computer back, I'm going to DaVinci.
I'll have to clean that up later. Hey, what's that on the desk? An orientation guide? I mean, you could use drool as a sauce, but I wouldn't recommend it unless that's your kink.
It's not mine.
It's some kind of cheap-looking pamphlet. It's some kind of cheap-looking pamphlet, and there's something handwritten on it. The next semester is about to start. Starting today, this school will be your entire world. What the hell? Is this someone's idea of a joke?
Maybe. After all,
is that?
I am the ultimate joker.
Hold on, I have to do my Solid Snake for that. Is that a surveillance camera?
Hey, where'd you spring forth from?
I was hiding in the box. You should come join me in the box. You'll feel at inner peace.
Okay, first, what box? And even if I did see the box, I ain't going in that box with you.
Does it deal with imagination?
You sound like you could use some time in the box.
I like to think outside the box. Thank you very much.
It's a dangerous world we live in. I guess they have these to keep weirdos from just wandering in.
Try to keep you from wandering out.
Jeez, I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. It was just after 7 when I first got here. Has it really been almost an hour since then? Yes, that is how the progression of time works. Also, nobody said there'd be math, Naegi. Makoto.
Who chose the pattern to be a giraffe?
I mean, my only answer to that is, it's a giraffe!
Now I'm starting to wonder, because mind you, I have never actually played this game myself, but I have seen gameplay of it. So, and I have seen your fan dub, Ari, or at least the one you were involved with. My whole question is, because I'm actually starting to wonder here, has it actually just been an hour, or has it been longer than that?
It's been an hour and 1 minute.
Gasp.
The gasp.
The dude never played Danganronpa. Boomer says, hello, Noreko.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, in JKR's defense, he doesn't have a PC capable of running games. Yet.
Yet, anyway. That is correct.
Meanwhile, I'm playing this on PS.
Boomer.
Meanwhile, I'm playing. I mean, you are the oldest of the three of us here, I think. Actually, no, that would be Miles.
Wait, how old are you, Miles?
He was born in August.
Yep.
Fuck.
Boomer.
A boomer?
You're the closest to.
Because you're a freaking bomb.
I mean, yeah, he's got you there.
You are kind of correct.
I turned it against you there, Jay.
In any normal classroom.
That was a good one.
In any normal classroom, that's where a window should be. But it looks like some kind of metal plate has been bolted over it.
You don't
all you need is a wrench to get those off, dude. Just go get a wrench. And not a screwdriver like I said during the fan dub stream. A wrench.
that was funny back then.
I was thinking screwdrivers because the only tools I have in my apartment are a screwdriver and a hammer.
I mean, you could probably chisel that thing off and turn it into a crowbar and just crowbar the thing off.
Yeah, exactly.
It probably wouldn't work.
Also, I Heltonareko?
Heltonareko, sorry. I've got a small second monitor, so I've been mispronouncing your name wrong because I mistook the T for an L. Sorry, Heltonareko.
Yes. But yes, Heltonareko, just for your information, I happen to be a millennial. Not no stinking boomer.
Well, none of us are boomers.
Yep, that is the sound that something makes when you knock on it. Yep, definitely metal. Thick too. Very solid. Wait, that's not what matters here. More importantly, why are there metal plates over the windows? To keep people from escaping through the windows, duh.
I mean, that or you could just be worrying about intruders. I mean, how the hell are they going to get in?
No. They got metal plates over the windows because they had too many birds flying in.
They got tired of birds hitting the window, so they just put metal instead.
Yes.
This is gonna be a murder on these poor kids' mental health after this whole thing is said and done.
Yeah. Just this, nothing else.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Husk! How you doing, buddy? Husk here was the man behind the fan dub and played our Monokuma. Okay, let's see. So what might have happened is I got myself so wound up I passed out in the main hall, and then someone carried me here? If that's true, it must mean it could only be one person. Red herring!
Why?
This is a classroom inside Hope's Peak.
Why does that look like a freaking like desk from like freaking what's the game? The lawyer game, is it the attorney game?
Phoenix Wright, because this is basically this is very Phoenix Wright-like. It was PlayStation exclusive for a long time, so it was seen by some as the PlayStation's answer to Phoenix Wright.
Oh, because yeah, that looks like a freaking like witness stand type thing or something.
Well, it's also, you know, it's a lectern, which is
lectern.
Like, you know, where you give lectures at.
Hey, Cloud.
Hey, Cloud. Everyone's showing up.
The darker Phoenix Wright. I love that.
That just raises more questions. This is all really strange.
That just raised
That just raises further questions. I mean, those metal plates covering the windows, it's like a prison or something.
Foreshadowing.
Yes.
None of this makes any sense. I should probably head back to the main hall. It's already past the meeting time. There might be other students there now. You can leave the classroom by pressing the circle button.
Okay.
Leave the area? Yes. And now we get the walk. Jeez, this hallway is kind of
my
weird
gosh.
too.
This is Grimace Shake all over. Look at all the purple.
Yes. Oh, we are going to have so much to say about the Grimace Shake in regards to certain scenes in this game. Keep in mind, guys, in the chat, Miles here is not at all familiar with Danganronpa, never seen someone play it, never played it himself, not familiar with the setup or the plot. So, spoilers at absolute 0. This is getting stranger by the second.
It's Monokuma the bear!
It's Monokuma the bear! Holy shit!
I only know that the bear is in existence. So that's all I know. Is bear is in existence.
Fun fact, due to the Sonic Twitter takeovers, it confirms that Danganronpa exists in the Sonic universe as a franchise.
Wait, what?
One of the first Sonic Twitter takeovers had them referencing Danganronpa in regards to calling out the developer and publisher Spike Chunsoft.
Oh my gosh.
They said we've know what we've seen what you do with that. We've seen what that bear of yours does. Yeah, go look it up. It was the second Twitter takeover, I believe. The first one to have both Sonic and Eggman. Whereas the first one was just Eggman.
I could totally use that now in frickin' improv shit when I'm doing the Eggman cosplay at conventions.
I honestly have no idea what's going on. Well, for now, I'll just head to the main hall. Use the left stick to move through the hallway. Hold down the circle button while moving to run. You know what? I'm gonna read these tutorial messages like it's Hunter from Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Also, you can press the triangle button to bring up a map. Press the triangle button again to close the map. How convenient.
That is actually accurate.
I mean, Hunter did always talk to you like he was talking to like a stupid little baby.
Just like, hey there, Spyro.
Hey there, Spyro. Make sure you press the X button while in the air to glide.
Hey, Spyro.
Cloud, I'm starting to notice that your go-to reaction is always the fucking...
Shotgun. Yes.
It's always their go-to. The first one they use is always the shotgun. You gotta have a style, and I appreciate your style.
Because you choose violence, relatable. You see, violence is the question, and the answer is yes.
Ari, you have Hunter in my head now. All I hear now is, hey there, Spyro. Make sure you hit A when you're going up in the air to do it.
No. He wouldn't say A because it was on PlayStation.
Well, X.
Yeah.
Despair Hotel? I guess it's a place for people to stay overnight. But anyway, I need to get to the main hall. Does this mean we're gonna get a hotel scene with one of the waifus? Answer, that would be in Danganronpa V3.
Oh my gosh. Now we're moving out of Grimace Land, and now where are we?
We're in the hallway.
Too
I
many
never
different
needed to
colors.
punch anyone. My gun always solves everything. That's the American way to do it. The gym. The handle didn't move at all. God, I forgot how slow the turning is.
I didn't even
Okay,
know
the turning is slow if
handle-
you like try to walk and turn at the same time with both sticks, but like it's built around tank controls. I forgot about that because this was originally a PSP game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it reminds me too much of tank controls of like.
I mean, this was
games,
original. Like a lot of people were introduced to this through the PS Vita version, which is the one we got in the West first. But it was originally a PSP game. The Vita version was a remaster. Yeah, Davida, Danny Davida. I'm still wondering how can a PS Vita have so much voice lines? Because, I mean, a lot of it's down to, like, compression methods that make voice lines take up less space than they would uncompressed, which is basically how game dev should be, is, like, you compress, like, textures and voice lines and stuff so you save on file space. But also it's the fact that Vita cartridges could hold, like, several gigabytes worth of storage, whereas PSP games could only hold, I think, like, 1.7 gigabytes. And PS1 discs, which were just CDs, could only hold 700 megabytes max.
I mean, think about it this way: if freaking Persona 4 can be on the Vita, remastered and shit, like that has to be a reason.
The dude worked in PS Vita creation. No, because I haven't used a PS Vita much. I had a PS TV for a while, and I got it just to play Danganronpa before the PC version came out. But I've studied game development for a few years, so I've got like a little bit of know-how on how this kind of stuff works. Not like an expert by any means, but I know a few bits and bobs about it.
I miss my PlayStation TV. I found it the other day, but I don't have the plug anymore for it.
I'll take it off your hands.
Oh, you're Brazilian.
If
You're
I find
Brazilian.
it, I will.
Your English is phenomenal for someone who doesn't speak it as their first language, from what I've seen. At the very least,
You're doing great.
I haven't noticed anything that's not out of the ordinary for like native English speaking Americans, at least.
I know you're killing
Yeah.
it.
That's the sad fact, is native-speaking Americans,
Huh?
Fashionably late.
Yeah, we're all new here. Today's supposed to be our first day of class.
We like to be fashionably late. 8:01 p.m.
I love how one guy.
See,
That
that's
one guy. His hair is so messy, man.
A good cutoff point, but I wonder if this is everyone.
That's one of the characters that I voiced, Hifumi, in the fan dub. I went with rather than like none of us really did impressions of the actual voice actors. We kind of like used them as a springboard. So I went like, instead of trying to go like super high and nasally and kind of like this, I went for more of the smug, self-satisfied nerd. More like comic book guy.
also, I see best girl in the crowd.
Yep, I do too.
I think all of us have a best girl at least one somewhere in this crowd. I don't have.
You have an awesome voice and you dub Hifumi. To be fair, I also dubbed Kiyotaka. Like, if I were to voice any Danganronpa character in a fan dub, my go-to would be Gundam. Gundam is my boy. Try Kibo later, I need to see this. I will keep that in mind. When we get to V3, I will keep that in mind. I looked at everyone who'd gathered there, taking in their faces one at a time. Also, just clicked with me. Thank you for saying I have an awesome voice. I'm not good at taking compliments. Maybe I was just imagining it, but I swear I could feel a kind of aura coming from each of them.
Ari, do you need a head pad?
I mean, I won't turn down head pats as long as you don't mess with my hair too much.
Hey, when have I ever messed with your hair too much?
You haven't messed with my hair at all. And I like that you don't.
My point exactly. I know better than to mess with my friend's hair.
I love how it's like I can feel an aura. It's like, man, dude, you're really sensitive to light if you're seeing auras around people.
How's it going? My name's Makoto Naegi. Sorry I'm late. A bunch of stuff happened, and then all of a sudden I was just asleep. Whoa, you too? Things just keep getting curiouser and curiouser. So strange. I declare beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is a strange situation indeed. What are you talking about? Thank you for the head pats. I'll wait for the audio to finish. There we go.
Choking me!
I honestly have no idea what's going on right now. Just a moment. There's something else we must address. Makoto, your tardiness is unacceptable. Surely you were aware that the meeting was to start at 8 a.m. sharp. To be late on your first day is unspeakable. I must report you, and you must suffer you must accept your due punishment. What's your problem? It's not like he wanted to be late. He didn't have any control over it.
That's right.
Everyone just calm down. Listen, why don't we all go around and introduce ourselves? I can't do a Hina voice to save my life. Also, Hina best girl.
Do you, would you mind if I took on a couple of voices here and there for you?
Gladly. The hell? Now's no time for friggin' introductions. Maybe, but it may be good to at least find out who we all are before digging into the bigger problems here. I mean, how are we even supposed to talk to each other if we do not know each other's names?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay, so let's get introductions out of the way then. We can move on to whatever else. Sound good? Hina best girl, but she fell a level after a blonde musician. Oh, yeah, Kaede is sure something. Meanwhile, I'm here and I'm like, I am not okay for Miyu. I'm not okay for Miyu. I know. Look, I can fix her.
Sure you can.
Also, Miyu and Kaede. One true pairing. Other than Kaede and Shuichi. You know what? Have them be a throuple. Have it be a polycule and throw Kibo and, well, throw Kibo in there and, not Kokichi. Kokichi's a little shit. I'm still totally lost, but I think it's best just to focus on getting to know each other for now. Miyu? Yes, I am not okay for Miyu from Danganronpa V3. So I guess this is as good a chance as I'm gonna get. I already looked everyone up on that Hope's Peak Academy thread online, but I still don't really know what kind of people they actually are. Time to find out. I'll start by talking to those 5 over there. Aim at a student and press the X button to talk to them.
Can't take that seriously.
Each conversation is important to the overall story, so keep track of how they go.
Now,
all right.
I'm gonna let you take on the voices that you already took over. You took back the fan dub days.
You are,
okay, you knew what I was about to ask. We're choosing Toko.
Not that you'll remember my name anyway, but I'm Toko. Toko Fukawa.
Voiced by Amanda Celine Miller, before she became famous for voicing Boruto, and Sailor Jupiter. And I got to meet her before she was, like, really famous. I was like, her autograph booth was empty. And I was there, like, I went up to her, I was like, hey, I loved you as Nine the Phantom in Blaze Blue. And she got all excited that someone knew her for Nine the Phantom.
Well, I guess that's an important thing, though.
It was, like, her first, like, major character role in a video game, to my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And also, BlazBlue doesn't have, Boruto. Yes, she's in Boruto.
Yep.
Or if you want to go by a completely inaccurate localization of Boruto's name that would still be technically grammatically correct in terms of localizing Japanese languages, Bort.
Yeah, thankfully they never went with that.
And by extension, his dad would be Nart.
Nart.
Hey, Nart!
It's Sonic Takeover 3 where they mentioned Spike Chunsoft. Okay, thanks for checking.
I can just
Anyway,
hear it, like the Sasuke
Ultimate
Naruto,
writing
like,
prodigy,
Nart.
Toko Fukawa.
Nart Sasuke.
Yeah, she wrote a novel when she was 10 that got everyone talking and launched her literary career. Then 2 years ago, she released So Lingers the Ocean, a love story said to be her masterpiece. Yeah, it was Takeover 2 that mentioned Undertale. Now I remember. And Takeover 2 also mentioned the fact that Sonic's voice actor Roger Craig Smith also voiced Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
By having them kidnap Ezio and hold him hostage unless Ubisoft concedes to their demands. He's like, what is this place? What are these odd glowing gemstones? The book was such a hit with women that Fisherman quickly shot to the top of every hottest men poll. Despite her age, she's won countless literary prizes, and all her books are instant bestsellers. Which is why she's come to be known as the ultimate writing prodigy. Monokuma would be a good villain for Sonic. Monokuma would somehow still not be the darkest villain that Sonic's ever faced. No one's going to top Mephiles the Dark. Or the End.
Yeah.
The End is the only one that rivals Mephiles the Dark by being, like, an entity that purely thrives on destruction rather than having an actual goal.
Bro, I read the comment about fishermen being like labeled the hottest. I read that as fishmen. I was about to be like, what the hell?
I mean, have you heard of The Shape of Water?
No.
You haven't heard of The Shape of Water, the movie about the woman that wants to fuck a fish man that won an Oscar?
No, I haven't.
The one that's obviously supposed to be a movie about a woman wanting to fuck
gosh.
Abe Sapien from Hellboy, but they couldn't call it Abe Sapien, so it's just a fish man.
Oh, wait.
Wow, so you've been living under a rock? Have you been living under a rock all this time?
Okay, I might know now. Is it the one that the woman's like, they had that fish guy in a tank and that woman's all over him?
Yes, that is exactly what I just said, yes.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the commercials.
Yeah, so you are aware of it.
Okay, I am aware of it.
What else would you call such a young and talented author? Well, I figured she'd be a lovey-dovey type, what with her masterpiece being a romance and all. Ha! There's the irony. The best romance writers are people that don't get any.
That's so true, though.
What's your problem?
There are like generic voice lines for the characters that they play during non-voice segments. I have to say this is true. See, Helton agrees with me.
That smile scares me.
There's more about her that's going to scare you. She is not okay.
No, she's definitely not okay.
What? It's not polite to stare, you know. Stop staring at me like I'm some filthy creature.
Okay, that's a normal face. Okay, that's okay. But jumping to assumptions.
Let's see, especially Taka's ugh. It's like like an adult making a child character, he was a child someday, but he can't script a child? Or is it he wants a child someday, but he can't script a child? Just trying to make sure what your meaning is. Because both are technically correct. I mean, he was a child at one point. I got like 4 for 2 in Taka's Grunt Emporium. Yeah, I did so many Taka grunts and did the Taka's Grunt Emporium outtake just because I was like, I've done so many grunts just for this fan dub that I was like, fuck it, I'll throw this in there as a bit of improv, and you used it in the outtakes.
That's great. That sounds great. I need to look at that later.
Filthy creature. No, I just thought, I know what you just thought. You thought you never seen such an ugly woman. You just thought it was so funny. No, that's not what I was thinking at all. Don't bother trying to lie to me. I know it's true. Otherwise I know you can't stand looking at me.
Anyway.
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm used to it.
Now I know why she ain't have a boyfriend.
Wow, talk about an inferiority complex. I was way off about what a successful author would be like. Yeah, like you would think that the author of Twilight would be... Actually, no, you would get exactly that by reading Twilight. Alright, who's next? Husk, you choose.
Going once, going twice.
All right, since Husk didn't answer, we get Taka, which means I get to voice my boy.
I'm Kiyotaka Ishimaru. I believe in bold simplicity. Let's work together on our educational crusade.
You know, your voice wasn't that far off from this one, at least in terms of tone.
Yeah, I was going more for the tone rather than a direct impression. He's just like max volume at all times. Like, technically, mine wasn't really an impression of the actual Taka. I was going more off of this old Danganronpa abridged series called Danganronpa Abridged thing, where he was like, he would always say, like, this is not welcome in a school environment! Ultimate Moral Compass, Kiyotaka Ishimaru.
Kyoto.
So that's Kiyotaka. According to what I saw about him on that thread, he went to a famous private school and won top honors every year. He's basically a flawless honor student. Danganronpa Abridged was an absolute loss for the Danganronpa community. Agreed.
Sex.
I'm pretty sure sex isn't a character in Danganronpa. And no, Miyu doesn't count. She doesn't get to have sex. He's also known for the work he's done with his community's Public Morals Committee. OMG, Ari. Like, I mean, I've told you, I've said this, I'm pretty sure I said this while you were on call in another Discord server. That my headcanon for Miyu is that her outwardly, like, overly sexualized personality and, like, horny on main tendencies are a mask for the fact that she has never and will never get any. Or as they put it in one of my favorite lines from Zenless Zone Zero, she's single as hell.
That's better.
They say he respects rules above all else, earning him the title of Ultimate Moral Compass. More like Ultimate Hall Monitor, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He is absolutely the kind of person who would turn you into the principal's office for chewing gum. He's also the kind of person who, to quote Dracula, would pull you over for an ounce of weed as if you didn't just murder an Applebee's hostess 2 miles down the road.
Oddly specific, but okay.
Right, really?
Anyway, you can call me Taka. You said your name was Makoto Naegi, right? That's a good name, a strong name. You should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent name. And to keep that name from losing its value, you must devote yourself every single day. Life is worth putting every ounce of effort into it, right? Right. This guy is kind of annoying.
Kinda is putting it lightly.
All right, we're saving Hifumi for last. I'm still trying to remember his catchphrase in a bridge thing. It was, "This is not welcome in a school environment." No, I didn't get pulled over for killing an Applebee's hostess, but I did get pulled over at a Halloween party for wearing a Halloween costume that involved a gas mask.
I remember that.
You weren't even there for that, and I just told you about it the next day.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it, though. You were going back to your dorm.
Oh, Asahina's catchphrase? It was just stuff about donuts.
So I remember you telling me the next day you were going back to your dorm and it happened.
Hina's catchphrase was just her going on and on about donuts, so basically 100% accurate to her character.
Donuts.
All right, we're going for Sayaka next.
Hi, I'm Sayaka Mizuno.
There's something about rolls. God, I can't remember because I haven't seen Danganronpa Bridge thing in a long time. Like, since it was still being made, that should tell you how long ago it was. Like, the English dub of the games had just come out, so there was, of course, a gag in there about how Monokuma sounds in this game. Which apparently Falero didn't like, whereas I'm like, have you heard how he sounds in the Funimation dub of the anime? Brian Beacock is like music to my ears compared to, what's his name, Greg Ayers.
Yes, it is about Shadow.
Yes, it's about Shadow, and it's where you can request a line for me to say as Shadow the Hedgehog, and you get to choose which Shadow the Hedgehog voice actor you want me to say it as. And yes, that includes Keanu Reeves. Although I still need to work on my Keanu Reeves. So just type in chat what line you want me to say and which Shadow voice you want me to use. It could be, if you don't know the voice actor names, you could just say, like, what game you want, like, what game or show or movie they're from. And I'll give it my best.
If you choose not to, then just let us know and I'll refund the points back.
Yeah, if you decide you don't want to do it, then we'll refund your points. Something about Adventure 2? I could do the Adventure 2 Shadow. If you just want me to say a line from Adventure 2, like, it doesn't have to be a line from the games, it could be just some bullshit you made up as long as it's within TOS. But I could say something from Adventure 2 as David Humphrey. No, that he says murdered Monokuma in V3 as in the voice is worse.
Gotcha.
It's the same voice actor, just I guess he forgot how to do the voice in the interim.
It can happen.
But let's see. What's a good edgy the hedgy one phrase? It's pronounced GIF. Okay, I'll do that. I know that meme. Let's see. Let me get into the voice. There we go. Something around this range is more David Humphrey. It's pronounced GIF.
Bro, you should do
Name one
in this.
Name one word that starts with G that's pronounced like a J. Gentrification. Ah, damn, I should have known that one. We were just in San Francisco.
I was gonna say as a joke, you should make one of the characters just Shadow.
We got a character in Danganronpa 2 that could work for that.
Get us there as soon as you can, bro. We have 60 hours to go in this.
Yeah. Ultimate pop sensation, Sayaka Maizono. The way she moves is positively mesmerizing, and that pleasant scent I can't quite place. So Makoto's just going like... I hope that came through on the mic.
Wait, which part? Which part?
Me sniffing, yes.
Yes, hear my head going on in my head right now.
Sayaka Maizono. When I saw her name in that thread online, frankly, I was pretty surprised. She's in a pop group famous all across the country. In fact, she's their lead singer. As the ultimate pop sensation, she's in high demand to appear on TV and in magazines everywhere. But actually, that's not the only reason I was so surprised to find out she'd be going to this school. I'm sure she doesn't remember, but...
That childhood best friend thing, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, never mind. No matter how you slice it, she's really beautiful. Almost like a doll or something. Makoto, don't tell me what you do with dolls. I'm afraid.
Oh gosh.
Look, at a young age, he does have a sister. There's something about that adult site. Plays like the riff from the opening of the videos on that site, yes. You know, like the little bass line. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? I saw your message, and I'm glad you guys thought that I needed to re-record that line, because I heard it, I was like, oh god, I could have done that so much better. So yes, I will get right on that probably tomorrow, if I'm not too busy puking up my internals. I'm not a doll, you know. I'm alive. Huh? Did you hear me? I'm psychic. Huh? Kidding. I just have really good intuition. She's a sharp one. Nah, she looks pretty round to me.
Yeah,
although
know,
things can be round and sharp. Just look at saw blades, like buzzsaw blades particularly.
But they have a jagged edge.
Just like me. Okay, and I am the Eggman as Dean Bristow. Okay. Your Majesty, members of the Royal Court, may I welcome you to the capital of my new empire, Robotropolis, a city of the future.
Not bad, dude. That actually sounded really good.
I'm going for more like Sonic Adventure 2 Dean Bristow instead of like Sonic Adventure 1 or Sonic Heroes where he goes like full ham.
Yeah.
less, no way, I can't believe this, and more, now you'll witness my real power, yosh.
You know, I mean, what? That was his, that's how his name was spelled.
Yes, it's Dean, that was his name, Dean Bristow.
Yeah, like I'm not as crazy as I look, Chuck.
Huh? Hey, by any chance... Now what? Yeah, it must be, I'm sure of it. Hey, Makoto, Jeez, you guys, how long do you plan to waste our valuable time with this ridiculous back and forth? Just shut up and kiss already! You thought it was Dean Bristow? No, it's Deem. D-E-E-M.
Yeah, for the longest time, I thought the same thing, Chuck, but then Ari cleared it up for me, and I even had to look this up, and I was like, yep, it's Deem.
A lot of people thought that way, I think. Even I did at one point.
I mean, it is a pretty uncommon name, so I understand the confusion.
Yeah.
Sorry, just got carried away, I guess. You hear me? Self-introductions are for introducing yourself, not bubbling through a bunch of idle chit-chat. You're right. Sorry, Makoto. We can talk about this later. What is it short for? I have no idea. I don't know if it's short for anything.
It could have easily just been a stage name even.
Yeah, it could have been. A lot of voice actors use stage names.
Yeah, they do. I thought for a minute there you were about to say it was a mistype on the birth certificate or something.
No. This isn't like Unknown Hinson, where he's named after his father. Unknown.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, bro.
It sounded like Sayaka really had something she wanted to say. But it's not like we'll never see each other again. Like she said, we can talk later. Alright, next up is Leon.
I'll take care of.
What's up?
I can voice Leon for this bit if you want me to, Ari.
Sure.
Do it.
Ultimate baseball star, Leon Kuwata. I recognize that name. He played for the National High School Champs as their cleanup hitter, the ultimate baseball star. And that superb athletic specimen is... You? Seriously?
What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm just surprised. I figured with you being the ultimate baseball star and all.
What? Were you expecting some kid with a shaved head?
Shaved head? No, I was just expecting more of a, sporty looking traditional baseball player type. I mean, when I found that article and picture of you online, that's how you looked then.
What? Oh man, you found that picture of me playing baseball? Seriously? I hate that picture.
What the crap?
This is not cool. This is so not cool. Seriously. I'm like mega embarrassed right now. I didn't have a choice, okay? Shaving your head like that is part of the national championship regulations.
I mean, seriously?
And now I refuse to cut my hair. And I'm not even gonna dye it back to normal either.
Hey, listen.
Actually, can I be totally honest with you?
You know,
I don't like baseball, like, at all. I've never gone to a single practice.
You got there eventually.
It took 44 years.
He's never practiced, and he was still his team's star player? He's some kind of prodigy.
And as soon as I got accepted here, I quit baseball for good. I have my own dream for the future.
A dream for the future?
My only path in life is getting into music. You can feel the star quality aura I have, right?
you know what I mean.
I'm gonna be a singer. So all I need is a songwriter and someone on guitar, and we're set.
I mean, you also need a drummer, a bassist, maybe a keyboard player. He's never practiced staying as his team star player. Are we talking about Leon or JKR? Depends. Is he pitcher or catcher?
Well, that depends on who's on first.
Who's on first?
Yeah. Who?
That's what I'm saying. Who's on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
No, I mean, who's on first?
Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Exactly.
No, exactly's on outfield.
Yeah, he's on. We're not even talking about him anyway. So, you get out of here, Miles. Get, scram.
What? I'm not allowed here? Since when?
This new version of me that's chasing after my dream is like super cool to the max.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I never imagined I'd hear something like that from a baseball all-star. He can get his game on, go play. He's a rock star. He can get the show on, get paid? Welcome to the stream where everything's made up and channel points don't matter. Whose stream is it anyway? With your host, Ari.
That's a good one.
But if you want to call me by my nickname,
The Alpha and the Omega.
I don't mind.
Now you know why I
Honestly,
did the thing.
I like your take better than this one, Ari.
To answer your question, Helton, the reason that I auditioned for Hifumi when I have a voice that naturally sounds like this is because Hifumi's like my spirit animal. Ultimate fanfic creator, Hifumi Yamada. By the way, how much do you know about the world of 2D art? World of 2D? Well, in that world, I'm well known and supremely well regarded as the ultimate fanfic creator. I once sold 10,000 copies of my fan comics at a school festival. The event has passed into legend. Is it still in? It's still insane for me as voice actor dubs 2 characters in this franchise and the other one is so different. Yeah, it's crazy how much range some of the voice actors in this series have, and then you have Akane and Miyu very obviously having the same voice actress because Wendy Lee has like 2 modes and one of them is just Wendy Lee. And where it says entering the stream to Abba and Costello is not something I was expecting. Welcome to my stream, Amware!
Well, I'm here. 9 times out of 10, no matter where it is, Ari and I are always sharing the same damn brain cell.
Yes, as I've explained, whenever VTubers are involved, no matter how many people are present, they're all sharing just one brain cell between all of them. And always, between us, it always devolves into either who's on first or steamed hams.
Pretty much.
There's only one brain cell present? Yes, exactly. And we're all sharing it.
Well, Ari and I are sharing it. We're not sharing with Miles.
Yeah, he can get his own. So they're orange cats then, and is it the same brain cell? How did you know that I had an orange cat and that he was kind of a dumb little baby?
I remember him from so long ago.
And is it the same brain cell? Yes, yes it is. The question is, whose is it? The question is, what is a phenomena?
The question is, who cares?
Don't hum that, it gets copyright claimed by Disney.
Sorry. My bad.
Even though they didn't originate the song, it was by an Italian composer for an Italian sex documentary about stuff in Sweden. I'm not making that up. Look up the history of phenomena.
I'm scared.
It originally played over a scene about public bathhouses.
Oh, jeez.
Gotcha.
Some of them didn't get it, of course, saying I tainted the event. How stupid can you be? That's too bad. That's too bad about them. But selling 10,000 copies like that is definitely pretty remarkable. We have such versatile voice actors, and we have the voice actor for Makoto and Nagito. Okay, to be fair, that's kind of the gag with Makoto and Nagito, and that carries over into the Japanese too, about them sharing a voice actor. Like, they're supposed to be sort of like Nagito, without getting to spoilers, is like the inverse of Makoto. How do I know such obscure history facts? Because I get bored and look up shit on Wikipedia and TV tropes. It has ruined my ability to go to sleep, because I stay up till like 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I guess it's time to go to bed because my laptop battery died, and not because it's 4, 5, or 6 in the morning.
That's when you plug it in, Ari.
All right. The words of such idiots mean nothing to me. I am like Van Gogh. And yes, it's pronounced Van Gogh, not Van Gogh. You've been pronouncing it wrong your whole life if you lived in America. Utterly unappreciated in my time.
Yeah, technically he's not. He did cough his ear.
That's a nice story and all, but where did my van go?
I don't know. Did it go to the golf course?
Oh my gosh.
I am a soldier, serving night and day to destroy all mindless preconceptions about fan fiction. I'm sure if you were to observe my work, Mr. Naegi, you would comprehend its greatness immediately. For my work is filled with deepest meaning. What? What kind of meaning? It's about embrace. Oh, and I gotta get, like, uncomfortably close for this.
Oh no.
It's about embracing our basest urges.
Everybody.
I would be honored if you didn't do that again.
I don't think I want to comprehend it.
So either.
Okay, now to talk to those 5 people over there. Alright. Mondo.
Name's Mondo Owada. Nice to fucking meet ya.
Nice to fucking meet you, alright?
Look at his JoJo ass motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
With his fucking corncob hairstyle.
Yeah.
You gotta be faster than that, Husk.
Ultimate biker gang leader. Mondo Owada, huh? Which means he's the current leader of the largest biker gang in Japan. Is that a JoJo reference? Yes, indeed it was. I started watching JoJo last year. I'm through part 1, need to start part 2. He's earned the respect, even awe, from every gang in the country. He's the ultimate biker gang leader. Listen, it's even called Crazy Diamond. Yes! Speaking of JoJo, did you hear that Steel Ball Run's finally getting an adaptation? Nice to meet you, too. Hell yeah. I better be careful around him. One wrong word and I could wake up at the bottom of the sea. Nah, he's a biker gang leader, not a mafioso. You're thinking the wrong Danganronpa game. We haven't gotten to the Yakuza guy yet. Alright, Hina next, because we need to get Best Girl out of the way. Before I spend too much... Before I spend too much time thirsting over her.
I was gonna say, leave my best girl for last.
My friends just call me Hina. Sup?
And we'll be right back.
Ultimate Swimming Pro, Aoi Asahina. Aoi Asahina. She's been breaking records in every competition she's been in since elementary school. Wait a minute, Mondo is a fucking JoJo reference? Yes! She's even been chosen as an upcoming Olympic cadet. She is, without a doubt, the ultimate swimming pro. The combination of her ability, appearance, and, proportions has been widely discussed online. I'm glad he said it so I didn't have to.
Luckily, you did have to say it.
Listen, get out of here with your technicalities.
Hey, I am totally correct. The best kind of correct.
Mondo is an actual fucking JoJo reference for Josuke Higashikata. What the fuck? I'm glad that I managed to break your brain in multiple ways tonight, Husk. So, what was your name again? Sorry, totally forgot. Makoto Naegi? Oh yeah, I knew it was something like that. No, not something like that. It is that? How have you survived this long? It's like Frieza in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. How do you function?
You got it.
Sure, got it. Here, I'll hammer it into my brain right now.
Yeah.
Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi. She just kept repeating my name and moving her finger across her palm like she was writing something. What are you doing? You don't know? If you want to remember someone's name, you gotta write it on your hand 3 times. I've never heard that before in my life. Hey, by the way, how do you spell your last name? You spell it exactly like how it sounds? Well, I have no idea. I'll just figure it out later and write it down.
Okay.
Anyway, glad to meet ya. In my defense, I didn't watch JoJo until the pandemic struck. In my defense, I didn't start watching JoJo until last year. Of course, I get an Oblivion ad. Can we talk about how Bethesda must have wished on a monkey's paw? Because they finally made a game that was a remaster, no less, that wasn't full of bugs and game-breaking glitches at launch, and, you know, was generally received as good, and not just good once you get past the glitches, or good once you mod it. But at the same time, since it was a graphical overhaul, they now have to deal with the purists who say that the Oblivion remaster ruined Oblivion because it looks different. Well, there were bugs with Boris getting stuck in the door. To be fair, I've never played an Elder Scrolls game because I don't play much Bethesda stuff outside of the id Software stuff that they publish. So Doom and technically Wolfenstein, even though id didn't develop those, the New Order, New Colossus saga. Basically, I play the stuff that Bethesda had no hand in, so the good stuff. I still have never played Skyrim to this day, and I've made that a badge of honor. Well, one thing I learned is she's totally easygoing and bursting with energy. Okay, can I good, Skyrim's mid. Thank you! Since Hina's here, and Makoto brought up her proportions, I have to address my headcanon about how she manages to be such a good swimmer despite having a body that is very much not built for being a good, like, pro athlete swimmer. And it's simple. Since the boobas make her more buoyant and therefore harder to stay in the water, it means she has to, with that handicap against her, and she's still, like, the best swimmer in the country, that means she must be damn good at swimming to make up for that, inherent, bit of gravity fighting against her. I'm not even trying to go horny with this. I'm like, just think about it from a physics perspective. It's like, yeah, she would have buoyancy fighting against her, so she probably trained extra hard to overcome that. Alright, I say we do Junko next.
Hi, I'm Junko Enoshima. Charmed, I'm sure.
Okay, a Taka line for... Okay, I see. I see how this is gonna go. You are going to Brazil! Ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima.
Did I hear you were going to Brazil?
Yes, because Husk redeemed me to say that as Taka.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody would recognize this one. She's got more charm and presence than any high school girl in the country. She's the ultimate fashionista. Me sitting here with my Junko bunny still in her box. I have a Junko figurine too. It's the one of her... Well, actually, no, I can't get into that because that is inherent spoilers for Danganronpa as a franchise. Basically, it's just like her doing a pose. It's not like any special outfit, sadly. Seriously, don't come to Brazil. I had to fight with a dog for my life today. I got attacked by a dog today, although I was attacked with sniffs and just general curiosity from a young pit bull with the zoomies who was exploring her new environment. Her name's Lucy.
Ooh. Barry says hi, by the way.
Tell Barry I said hi.
Yeah, I just saw him a little bit ago.
Tell Barry I said that he owes me $50,000.
Since when did that happen? You've never met Barry.
Since I decided it just now. What's he gonna do? Fight about it? Posture check? Alright.
Barry will fight with fists.
I'll fight with fists of fury. I'll fight with fists of fury. He'll fight with fists of furry.
Exactly. And he'll win too. Barry always wins.
I can't sit up straight. I'm bisexual and gender fluid. I can't sit up straight.
That's so true, though.
It's so true that I can't sit up straight because I'm bisexual and gender fluid. Wow, way to take my joke about my own gender identity and sexuality and
I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
I know you are. You never have issues with me, so.
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality.
What?
Huh?
Come on.
Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Listen up, uncross your legs, sit up, and then cross them again. I already did that. You're lucky I'm not my Maxine model and that I don't have leg tracking for that model, because then you'd just be getting me to, like, Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct you. Although, unlike her, I'm actually wearing underwear on that model. Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped. I hate that even I'm going into the Valley Girl stuff for this when everyone goes Valley Girl for Junko, even though it doesn't quite fit her personality.
That freaking smile scares me.
Oh, which shit?
It just sounds like someone's trying to say Sasuke right now.
Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back, with, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
They're partially real.
What can we do?
Come on, don't act so surprised. You're gonna make me all depressed.
Totally.
It's totally normal these days to Photoshop the crap out of cover photos. Yeah, like I said during the Danganronpa fan dub commentary, just look at any Paula Deen cookbook. They're Photoshopped to hell and back so she looks like some sort of soulless demon. You look at those eyes and tell me that she has a soul.
There's souls in this game?
No, I'm talking about Paula Deen.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
If you're surprised by that, you'd be totally blown away by a certain dangerous little diva of ours. They make the eyes and junk super big and tweak the skin so it looks all ceramic and porcelain. Oh. So many dreams are getting crushed today. Alright, Chihiro's next.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
Ultimate Programmer, Chihiro Fujisaki. Sorry, I get kinda embarrassed whenever I introduce myself like this. Anyway, I hope we can get along. Same here. Nice to meet you. Huh? Maybe it's just my imagination, but have we met before? I don't think so. We just met for the first time, which is why I said nice to meet you.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. Good point. Sorry. You don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Chihiro Fujisaki is known for all the cutting-edge programs she's created. She's the ultimate programmer. She's also got that timid little bunny type thing going, which has endeared her to legions of fans. Lolicons, got it.
Yeah.
Hey, so listen.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry. Huh? What are you apologizing for now? Well, just 'cause you seem upset. You must be mad at me, right? No, not at all. I was just lost in thought about something. Huh? Lost in thought? Yeah, it had nothing to do with me being upset or anything. Oh, that's good. I was afraid maybe you didn't like me. I'm glad. I'm starting to understand why her fans are so into her. Okay, so, like, that was my first time doing a Chihiro voice, and, like, genuinely getting into that kind of register with my naturally low timbre of voice made me start to, like, tear up. Not, like, out of pain, but just, like, I don't know, it just, like, made my tear ducts start welling.
I wonder why.
No, I genuinely don't know why.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not trying to foreshadow anything. I'm just like, I don't know why. It was weird.
Yeah.
Right. Finally, Kyoko Kirigiri.
Best girl.
The one I heard the name of, but never actually have seen anything about.
Can I ask you your name?
My name is Kyoko Kirigiri.
Thank you.
Ultimate
Somebody
triple
agrees with me.
Ultimate triple question mark. Kyoko Kirigiri. She's pretty tight-lipped, huh?
She gives a vibe of a detective.
Oh, but you know, her name didn't show up anywhere in that Hope's Peak Academy thread. And I did see that there were students like me. Ones who didn't have any real identity or presence. Could this girl be one of them? So what are you doing at this school?
What?
What's that supposed to mean? Hello, ... Do you want more ... with that? Nah, not in this economy. That shit's expensive. This was 2010 when it was better.
Yeah.
No, I just meant getting invited here means you're some kind of ultimate something, right? So what ultimate something are you?
That doesn't matter.
Why should I tell you? Huh? Well, I guess you don't have to tell me. No, I don't have to tell you. So I'm not going to. Nothing about her turned up
Man,
online,
dude.
so I was thinking maybe she got picked by chance like me, but...
I was gonna
The
say.
dots are on sale. We got 50. We've got 50 times 3 ... special. Not from you know, that came from the merger between Kiyotaka Ishimaru's Grunt Emporium with the Kyoko Kirigiri ellipses market.
Remind me, because I have seen the bloopers for this. Was whoever it was that voiced Kyoko, were they the ones that said, "What am I supposed to do for ... or was it somebody else?"
Yes, that was her.
Okay, I couldn't
Because
remember
Kyoko
if it
has
was her or
so
somebody
many
else.
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirigiri, first time you meet her, you're thinking meh, but she grows on you. She really does. She grows on you like a fungus, but one that you don't want to get rid of because it tastes good.
What?
That analogy really fell apart at the end there, but you get my point.
Yeah, it kind of did, bro.
Her face is like an iron mask. If she doesn't want to tell me anything, no point in asking. All right, last group. If only Kier was here to voice Sakura. Sometimes I think I can still hear his voice. He's not dead or anything. He's just not here right now.
Yeah, I can hear his voice at the back of my head.
Is he telling you that you stole his pants?
9 times out of 10, that's exactly what he's telling me.
You know what?
Even though that's not the case.
Wait,
I'm gonna
still
clip
keep the
that
same.
and send him the clip. Please do. He'll appreciate it. Okay, we're saving the best girl of this group, Celeste, for last. So let's do Sakura Ogami. I'll do my best Sakura Ogami. Or back to the voice actors thing. Her voice actor goes angry face to like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe that emoticon. And yes, that is an emoticon and not an emoji. I am old like that. Fun thing about Kier's fan dub voice for Sakura is that he based it off of the Japanese voice actress because he had never heard the English dub for the game. Celeste got B-Style announced. Amazing. I wish I knew what that meant.
I am Sakura Ogami.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was Kier voicing her.
And he didn't even know what she was going to sound like in English. Because he had seen the anime first, and he had watched it in Japanese because the English dub wasn't out yet, and for, you know, that was for the best that he didn't watch the English dub of the anime because it's a piece of shit. Oh, jeez. I almost asked her if she was a guy. The day I say something like that out loud is the day I get turned into a human meatball. But now I remember, she competed in a martial arts tournament in America and won despite being a girl. Celeste and Mikon from the second game. I have such mixed feelings about Mikon because of the way I was introduced to her and set up for her by my cousin who knows exactly what kind of girls I'm into and who had played the game before me. Even though it was my copy of the game. You know the one. The one that is a she. The one that is a she, like I just said.
I didn't hear you say she, okay? I didn't hear that, so that's why I'm asking.
I know what cousin.
Yeah, I just don't want to say... She has a new username. She hasn't debuted on streaming yet, so trying to keep her identity kind of on the down low at the moment outside of people that already know her.
That's fair. That's fair.
They just joined the Bunny Girls. Yeah, Mikon and Celeste would both rock Bunny Girl outfits. Sakura is precious. Seriously, I love her. Yes, she is. She's the ultimate martial artist. She's fought in over 400 matches and never lost a single one. Hey, sorry, bud, bopping the bots. It's the same bots every time. Best viewers with fucked up characters so they can try and get past the filter. Keep trying. I was.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about, Bunny Girls? Bunny Girl figurines of the Danganronpa girls that Cloud has been collecting.
Yep. Our dude Cloud here is a Bunny Girl connoisseur.
Yes, they've been streaming Bunny Garden recently. That thread also said a bit more about her. Some call her Ogre. Some even think she's the closest known relative to the primates. The famed missing link. No, we learned from Metal Gear Solid 5 that the missing link between the humans and the primates is the Sahelanthropus. And she looks nothing like a Metal Gear that walks upright and has a flamethrower on its crotch.
Oh, God. Ah, yes. The Piss Walker.
Yeah, that carried over from Piss Walker. They both were designed partly by Huey.
Yeah.
You're solid Piss Walker.
I can't remember who it was that actually coined the term.
It was you.
But it wasn't us. No, it wasn't me.
Oh yeah, it was God, I can't remember. It was what? I think it was Death.
Yeah, I think it was Death.
It might have been, might have not been. I don't know. We'll have to double check. We'll have to check the VODs. Any incoming Hope's Peak students who are reading this, let me warn you right now. If you value your life, avoid her at all costs. Makoto should bring the mug with him. Yeah, he could use it as an improvised weapon. Anyone can't unless they pay the extra high tuition costs. Standing in front of her now, I don't think they were exaggerating about that. Hey, you. Huh? Yes? I snapped to attention without even realizing it. Then she started to poke and prod at my body. What are you?
Isn't that creepy at all?
Muscular quality and quantity is right around that of an extremely ordinary high school student. What a shame. You're not at all fit to act as my training partner. I'm not sure that's such a shame for me. Alright, let's do Yasuhiro next.
I'm Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hiro for short. Take it easy, yeah? I know I will.
I don't know if I can actually do this character justice with my voice talents.
Ultimate Clairvoyant Yasuhiro Hagakure. Yasuhiro Hagakure, known as Supernova in the psychic community, the trend-setting Ultimate Clairvoyant. Honestly, I don't really get all that fortune-telling stuff. It's pretty much beyond me. No. It's real easy to understand, Makoto. You go to the fortune teller, you ask them to tell you your fortune. They look into... No, I'm gonna be hated. Yasuhiro is one of my favorites, way better than Celeste or Taka. You're in welcome company here. I love Yasuhiro. I love Yasuhiro. He's such a bro. But yeah, you go to see the fortune teller. You ask them to tell you your fortune. They look into a crystal ball and they say, you are going to lose $20. And then they say that'll be $20.
It's accurate because you lose $20.
Yes, that is the joke.
Dun, dun, dun.
Honestly,
bro.
look. Oh yeah, I already read that. And I can't prove, but I know his hair is made with 3D. Oh, you can tell that his hair is like at least 3D assisted from like I don't know whether it's like the texture of it or whatever. You can tell that there was some use of 3D with that. There's no way all that was hand drawn. Probably like 3D rendered and then traced is my guess. 20% of the time? No, 30% of the time, if I remember correctly, which makes him the best clairvoyant in the world.
Which is sad.
Still, I can't help but wondering if there's any truth to it. Okay, I give up. Huh? What happened? I saw it. I looked right at it. Seriously, I totally saw it. Saw what? A guardian angel with a crazy perm chasing after Bigfoot running off with a skyfish in its mouth. Ah, so your average day in the Washington wilderness. Got it. I say Washington in particular because that is where Bigfoot is known to live.
And here I thought you didn't believe in Bigfoot.
Why would I not believe in Bigfoot? What's more ridiculous to believe in? Bigfoot or the platypus? The answer is both.
Yet the platypus actually has documentation showing that it exists.
Yes, and for the longest time before, you know, like living specimens were brought in from their natural habitat, explorers thought that they were just a made-up thing, like so many explorers were known to do to try and gain credibility, because all they would bring in was like the skeletons and the hides, and they would be like, you just took a beaver and stuck a duck bill to it. This is fake as shit. And then finally they saw, oh no, this thing is real, and it's even weirder than we thought.
Wait, who are you? A platypus? A platypus?
And that guardian angel is your guardian angel. By the way, a Bigfoot chasing after a Bigfoot with a fish, with a skyfish in its mouth or whatever, still not as horrifying as the actual cryptid that haunts the woodlands of Strongbadia, the bear holding a shark.
BRB? Okay, Husk.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But hey, we should grab some brewskis sometime and get real deep into Lemuria and its civilization. See, Yasuhiro's a total bro.
Totally is.
The funny thing is, Ari, go ahead, you first.
What? We're not allowed to drink. We're in high school. So yes, the funny thing?
The voice you were doing for him sounds a lot like that of the anime, like the Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show from like I think it was the 90s one, like the original cartoon.
Oh, the 80s one.
Yeah.
That one's more like this, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen much of the 80s cartoon. I just know that's Uncle Phil doing a very not Uncle Phil voice.
Right, because there is a meme out there where it's like apparently.
Oh yeah, no. I know the one where he thinks that he's Michelangelo. He's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like it's Shredder. Where?
Yeah, it's like I brought back some takeout, so let's get down to pick out or something like that. I don't remember the line.
Look, I brought back some takeout, so let's get down and pig out. It's Shredder. Where?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, I'm actually 21. I've been held back a few times, seeing. Well, it's a long story. A few times? Yeah, I bet that is a long story. Byakuya?
Name's Byakuya Togami.
That I could probably do.
Ultimate affluent progeny. Hi, nice to meet you? That's the most half-assed introduction I've ever heard. But there isn't really anything I can do about it. Even among the ultimate students, this one is special. Byakuya Togami. He's the heir apparent of his family's massive financial conglomerate. So what's my friend's first thoughts of the game? That's a good question. What is your thoughts of the game so far, Miles?
I mean, there hasn't been too much yet.
The prologue, the prologue that we're in right now, it does go on for pretty long, and it'll probably be the entirety of tonight's stream. Like I said, there's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah,
Not to mention the fact is like we're doing a lot of stupid.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked a lot, so it's taking even longer.
Yeah, well, it's interesting so far, just from the characters that are being introduced. Definitely different people, so it'll be interesting to see how people react in here.
He's already started managing business operations, and his own personal assets are, well, vast. His title of Ultimate Affluent Progeny is completely accurate. He's the definition of exceptional. That's everything I learned about him from that Hope's Peak Academy thread online. I actually cosplayed Byakuya at a convention once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Come on.
The ultimate.
We're done with introduction. We're done with introductions, right? how much longer are you gonna stand there? Go away, I'm sick of looking at you.
His aura says to me, you and I will never stand on the same level. Like a king in training. Alright, finally Celeste, I get to do my intentionally shitty French accent. Which is funny, because I can apparently do a convincing French accent if my old French teacher is anything to be believed.
I do not think we have been introduced. I am Celestia Ludenberg.
Ultimate Gambler, Celestia Ludenberg.
I find it hilarious. She is Japanese, yet with a name like Ludenberg, it sounds German.
It sounds German, and she speaks with a French accent, yes. You know how Austin Powers was an international man of mystery? She's an international woman of mystery.
Yeah, very much so.
Or like how Tommy Wiseau is an international man of mystery.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Celestia Luden... Huh? Ludenberg. It is my name. But if you don't mind, I would prefer for you to call me Celeste. You are Japanese, right? Of course. Why do you ask? If you don't mind, could you tell me your real name? I don't know what you are talking about. Celestia Ludenberg is my real name. But as I mentioned, I would much rather you call me Celeste. She's polite, but pretty forceful at the same time. I don't think she wants to say any more about it. Seriously, Celeste's outfit, peak.
Also, Aria, yeah, go ahead. You first. Sorry.
I'm a sucker for Gothic Lolita fashion. I always have been, and I always will be.
Now, what I was gonna say is that, and this is a compliment, Ari. When you did that voice for Celeste, you know what? You know who you reminded me of?
Who?
David Suchet when he played Detective Hercule Poirot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It was exactly meant to be that.
I'm not familiar with that performance, but knowing you as a big Hercule Poirot fan, I know that I'll take that as a compliment.
Good.
I guess the rumors in that thread were right about her. The self-styled Celestia Ludenberg. She's the ultimate gambler who never lost a bet. Other than her obvious love of Gothic Lolita clothes, slay queen, everything about her is wrapped in a veil of lies. Just out of curiosity, I'm looking for that Celeste figure in the bunny outfit, and everywhere I look it's sold out. Yeah, unfortunately, these things sell out quick. They say she entered and won an underground gambling tournament, earning the title Queen of Liars. It turns out the gambling tournament wasn't like poker or, like, you know, anything like that. It was a high stakes. God, what's a stupid card game to base around gambling in an underground setting? A high stakes game of war.
No, high stakes of Go Fish.
No, because war requires 0 strategy. It's 100% luck.
Gotcha. Go Fish just sounds funnier, though.
It does, but Go Fish is inherently funny, but I want to go with something that takes 0 skill and still winning, and being regarded as the best for winning something that takes 0 skill. She totally cleared out the other players, taking their life savings and laughing as she did it. No. See, she went to play Russian roulette with the fellas, and when she came back home, her parents were like, "So did you win?" And she was like, "You do not know how Russian roulette is played, do you?" I look forward to getting to know you better. That smile is beyond deceptive. I better watch myself around her. So basically, he better check himself before he wrecks himself.
You better not be gambling.
And with that, all the introductions are done. Even though they're all ultimate, they each have their own individual sort of, something.
Okay, time to get down to business. This is no time to stand around making friends like a bunch of dull-eyed baboons.
Oh, that's true. I think someone said something about a bigger problem or something. What was that about?
Listen.
Well, you see, Makoto, you said a bunch of stuff happened and then you were just asleep, right? Well, the same is true for all of us. What? Seriously?
I mean, seriously?
Oh, sorry, I got a text from my mom real quick. Just after each of us got to the main hall, we lost consciousness. And when we came to, we were somewhere here in the school. What happened? That's what happened to you, right?
But that's just weird. Every one of us would get knocked out like that.
Piece of shit!
Exactly. That's why we're all freaking out. And that's not the only thing. You saw where all the windows in the classes and hallways were, right? But instead of normal glass windows, it was a bunch of big metal plates. What's that about?
Are you for real?
Plus, all my stuff's missing, even my cell phone. Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen my PDA anywhere either. And then there's the main hall here. The front exit is completely blocked by some giant metal hatch.
What does this mean?
But there wasn't anything like that when I first got here. What the heck? What's it doing there? Maybe we got caught up in some kind of, like, you know, crime or something.
Is it like...
What, like a kidnapping? You think maybe someone grabbed us and hauled us off and we're not actually at school?
Hey, come on.
Come on, don't think like that. Cheer up. I bet this is all just part of the school's orientation procedure.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. So I'm just gonna take it easy for a little bit.
I see.
Oh, so you think they wanted to do something to surprise us?
What the hell?
That's you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at important stuff. Huh. Well, if that's all it is, that's nap time for me.
Look, I understand the urge, but you can look at porn later.
No, it's actually important shit. that I
I'm
gotta look
joking.
at. Yes, I know you're joking, but still.
You know what I mean.
I was up way too late last night, so I can use a little shut-eye. Dude, I feel you there. Feel you there.
I don't. I went to bed early and got up early because I had a dermatologist appointment.
Yeah, look at you getting up early for once.
Yeah, I hate it. I could feel everyone's tension evaporating. But then, it began. Sorry, since that's green text, I've got a ding dong, bing bong.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah, he does have a voice.
Check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
The voice seemed totally out of place. It was so playful, so completely unconcerned. I couldn't help but feel a deep, unnerving dread at the sound of it. It was like hearing someone laugh at the scene of an accident. By the way, Miles, voice actor here, his name's Brian Beacock. I can name 2 characters he's played that you are going to be stunned by this man's range for.
Okay.
Takato from Digimon Tamers.
What?
And Bokomon from Digimon Frontier.
Okay, what? That's a really strong range, because Pokemon is like...
Pokemon is more like this.
Yeah, what the heck, that range, man? Going from that to high pitch like that? Dang.
Yeah. And in the Japanese version, he's voiced by the original voice of Doraemon.
I know about that one. Yeah, Doraemon.
Which, the whole gag in the Japanese version is that's Doraemon voicing this character, who is very much not child-friendly.
That's kind of funny, actually.
To all incoming students, I would like to begin the entrance ceremony right now. Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience.
Who the hell says gymnasium? It's like saying the gym's full Christian name.
Good question.
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission for the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
That's all. I'll be with
That's not creepy at all.
What the hell was that just now?
Well then, if you excuse me.
Hey, what are you gonna take up? What, you're gonna take off just like that? Oh, now I get it. This whole thing was just to get us all pumped for the entrance ceremony. Man, thank God it was all a joke. I'd be totally freaked if this was real. Alright, guess I'll head out too. Wonder what they got planned for us next.
Damn, I was totally looking forward to that nap too. Why'd they have to go and kill the mood?
Wait for me. I want to go with you. That is that then. I will see you out there.
Anyway,
Not that anyone cares, but I'm gonna go too. Everyone took off for the gym, but I was frozen where I stood.
Hold on, guys.
I'm holding on to my seat for dear life. That uneasy feeling I'd had before, I couldn't get it out of my mind. And it looked like I wasn't the only one. This doesn't seem right.
this is bad.
Yeah, that announcement was totally weird.
However,
Maybe, but just staying put doesn't mean we'll be safe. Besides, aren't you guys just a little bit curious to find out what's going on around here?
I see.
If we do not move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead. I'm realizing that my Sakura voice is like desperately trying to slip into my Solid Snake voice. I'm trying to prevent it, but eventually I'm going to have to concede.
The new joke is that Solid Snake is Sakura.
I guess she's right. But still, I'm really nervous. We don't have a choice. We have to go. They said to go to the gym, right? Do you want to save? Yes, I do.
Yes, we do.
I'm not doing all that again.
It's a lot to do again.
well,
Are you okay? Is everyone okay? True. If we do not move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead.
listen.
I know how you feel, but all we can do now is check it out, right? Something weird is going on here, right? It's not just me? What the hell? Is this some kind of bad joke? Shit! What the hell kind of game are they playing?
This is bad.
What was with that announcement? It was like totally creepy. Leave the area? Alright, now let's go to the gym if I can find my way there.
Yay for tank controls.
I mean, technically you can turn and aim with the right stick. But, like, there's not really a point to when the left stick also does that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come on.
God, I had no idea this Hope's Peak Academy place was gonna be such a pain in my balls. It really ain't that much different from the time I spent in juvie. Hell, this place is even worse. And why isn't there anyone here? Walking through the halls, I didn't see a single person.
This is bad.
Isn't that, like, seriously not good? They're just trying to spook us. They'll take those metal plates down later, I'm sure of it. All we can do now is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, hell, it ain't like I'm scared or nothing. Let's just get this over with. Hey, where's whoever called us here? Mondo, stop! No running! Yeah, I think that sums up Taka's entire personality. Not concerned with running into danger, just concerned with running in the halls.
No running in the halls.
I too shall go. Hey, wait! Don't leave me here all alone! Okay, time for some more tutorial action. You can press the triangle button to observe the room you're in. Observing will display what people and objects you can interact with. Sorry for the late notice. A display case. There are all kinds of trophies and plaques inside. Of course, all the students who go here are ultimate, right? So this is probably just a tiny fraction of all their awards. Total silence. For whatever reason, she's the only one managing to stay calm. Or maybe I'm just imagining that. Where are all the other students? Why are we the only ones here?
This is bad.
I'm totally getting a bad vibe right now. Still filled with uneasy dread, I did what the announcement said and went to the gym. And that's when I saw what was waiting for us there. Oh, it really does look like an entrance ceremony. I'm guessing JKR had to go for the night.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yo.
See? Told ya! It's totally normal. It's totally normal entrance ceremony stuff. Hero was
The
right.
problem is, he highlighted that a certain color. It is not normal.
But in a way, that just emphasized how completely not normal all of us were. I totally forgot about the chairs. Yeah, the chairs.
Hey there, howdy, hello. Is everyone here? Good. Then let's get things rolling.
Brian Beacock did not hold back on the ham for this performance, and I absolutely applaud him for it, because this is not at all a performance that should be reserved.
Jesus, that voice, man.
Teddy bear?
I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma! And I am this school's headmaster.
Except this one was the voice actor of Takata, right?
And Bokomon.
I hear the Takata. I hear it slightly.
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Right before my eyes, it was... What I was seeing was... It was utterly incomprehensible. Sorry, JKR. Hope, I'm guessing your night's probably about to end anyway, so I hope, things go better for you tomorrow.
Nice to meet you all.
Such a bright voice and carefree attitude was completely out of place. And all that anxiety I've been carrying with me suddenly transformed into outright fear. What? That teddy bear can talk? Calm down. I'm sure there's just a speaker inside it. I told you already, I'm not a teddy bear. I'm Monokuma, and I'm your headmaster. What? It moved! Seriously, man, calm down. It's probably just a remote control toy or something. How dare you compare me to a child's plaything? You've got me deep, deeper than the Mariana Trench. My remote control system is so complex, even the folks at NASA can't recreate or even comprehend it. But don't make me say stuff that might destroy NASA's dreams. I just couldn't bear that.
Well,
Bear that? Really? You are unfortunate. Now then, moving on. We really must hurry and get started. Giving up already? No other stupid bear puns? Quiet down, quiet down. Okay, so... He has abandoned the gag.
Good morning.
Everyone, stand at attention and bow. And... Good morning! Good morning!
what's your problem?
You don't have to say it back. Now then, let us commence with a most noteworthy and memorable entrance ceremony. First, let's talk a bit about what your school life will be like. Now, make no mistake, you few students so full of potential represent the hope of the world. And to protect such splendid hope, you will all live a communal life together solely within the confines of this school. Everyone will live in harmony together and adhere to the rules and regulations of the school. Huh? Now then, regarding the end date for this communal life, there isn't one. In other words, you'll all be here until the day you die. Such is the school life you've been assigned. What did he just say? Until the day we die? Oh, but fear not. We have quite an abundant budget, so you won't lack for all the common conveniences.
Hold on a second.
That's the least of our worries right now. Yeah, what the hell? You're saying I have to live here forever? You're screwing with us, right?
True.
I am not screwing with you. I am no liar. Of that you can be 100% sure. And just for your information, you're completely cut off from the outside world. So you don't have to worry about that dirty, dirty land beyond these walls ever again. Cut off? So all those metal plates all over the school, they're to keep us trapped in here? That's exactly what they're there for. No matter how much you may yell and scream for help, help will not come. So with all that in mind, feel free to live out your life here with reckless abandon. Come on, what the hell is this? I don't care if the school or whoever else is behind it all. This is just a really bad joke. Yeah, cut the shit out. It isn't funny anymore. You keep saying this is a lie or a joke. A bunch of skeptics, all of you.
What are you gonna do?
But I guess you can't help it, huh? You all grew up in an age where you're taught to doubt your neighbor. Well, you'll have plenty of time to find out whether or not what I say is true. And when that time comes, you'll see with your own eyeballs that I speak the undeniable truth.
Most unfortunate.
Having to live here forever would be quite the problem.
What's this?
Come now, what's the matter with all of you? You decided of your own free will to attend Hope Speak Academy, didn't you? And now, before the entrance ceremony is even finished, you've already decided you want to leave?
Hey,
Oh, but you know, I guess I did forget to mention one thing. There is one way for you to leave the school. Really?
actually,
As headmaster, I've crafted a special clause for those of you that would like to leave. I call it the graduation clause. Not to be confused with the Santa Claus. Or the Mrs. Claus. Or the Escape Claus.
Oh my gosh.
Now then.
Seriously, bro.
Now, let me tell you about this fun little rule. As I mentioned, in order to maintain an environment of harmony here, we rely on a communal lifestyle. And if someone were to disrupt that harmony, they and they alone would be allowed to leave the school. That, my students, is the graduation clause. What do you mean by disrupt the harmony? Well, you know, if one person were to murder another.
That evil teddy bear.
I am not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. Murder? Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting. How you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Unnecessary right bracket? It's as simple as that.
What's with the bracket?
I think that's just a typo specific to this port because it's not in any other version.
Oh my gosh, bracket.
The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible. A chill shot down my spine. You must kill someone if you want to leave. As soon as I heard those words, my blood went cold. I bet that got your brain juices flowing. Beats the heck out of a human catching a salmon, huh? Like I said before, you guys are the hope of the world. But, you know, taking that hope and seeing it get murdered creates a darkened shadow of despair. And I just find that so darn exciting. What the hell are you talking about? To kill each other is... To kill each other is to kill each other. I'm sure there's a dictionary somewhere if you need it. We know what it means. That's not the problem. Why do we have to kill each other? I can't do a Hina to save my life. Yeah, stop blabbering on with all this nonsense. Just let us go home already. Blabbering?
Uh-oh.
Blabbering? What do you mean blabbering? Stop blabbering on about blabbering on!
You
Angry
guys
bear
just
alert.
don't get it, do you? Let us go! Let us go! You keep on saying the same thing over and over and over and over! Listen, from this moment on, this school is your home, your life, your world. Got it? And you can kill as much as you want to kill. So go ahead. Go on a killing spree. All right, come on. How long you gonna keep this up? Eh? You got us, okay? You scared the hell out of us. So you can go ahead and reveal the trick now. Reveal the trick?
I'm right?
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, this is all some kind of trick and all, right? So, like... Dude, shut the hell up and get out of my way. Shoving Hiro aside, Mondo placed himself in front of Monokuma, his voice rumbling like thunder. Listen up, asshole! This shit's gone way too far! What the hell kind of joke is this?
What's the matter?
Joke? What, you mean like your hair? Mondo roared out, and then there was a sudden boom! It was the sound of the floorboards as he kicked off and launched himself into the air. He flew at Monokuma, straight and fast and straight as a bullet. He'd locked onto his target.
Gotcha, you little piece of shit! I don't know if you're a toy or a stuffed animal or whatever the hell. Either way, I'm gonna rip you to fucking shreds!
What? Violence against the headmaster is in violation of school regulations!
So what you're saying is violence against the headmaster is not welcome in a school environment? I had to.
Shut the fuck up! Let me out of here, I swear to Christ! day, damn it.
What? No smart-ass comeback this time? Oh, he angry.
He is.
Piece of shit!
Stop that goddamn beeping and say something!
Watch out!
Watch out, get rid of it! Huh? Hurry up and throw it! I don't know if her ferocity stunned him into silence or what, but without a word, he did what he was told. He threw Monokuma. And as soon as he did...
Explosion.
The hell? That sure as shit wasn't a joke. It blew the hell up. There was a painful ringing in my ears, and I could smell gunpowder. Explosions might happen all the time in movies or whatever, but when it's in real life, I've never seen anything like it. But you know that this means the teddy bear's been destroyed, right? I told you I'm not a teddy bear. I'm Monokuma.
Oh, he's back, great.
What? There's another one? You son of a bitch! You tried to kill me just now! Sorry, you seriously tried to kill me just now. It's the seriously that makes it all the more serious.
I know, right? So
well, yes, I was serious about trying to kill you. You did violate one of the school regulations, after all. If you do it again, we'll make my day. I'll let you off with a warning this time, but you better be careful from now on. Any naughty boy or girl who violates my rules won't get off with just a little swat on the butt.
This is bad.
Hey, so
places.
Does this mean there's like a bunch more of you around somewhere?
Yep.
Monokumas have been placed all throughout the school, yes. Plus, don't forget the surveillance cameras installed everywhere. And if you're caught breaking any rules, well, you all just saw what happened, right? And I won't be so forgiving with my punishment next time, so don't let it happen again.
Huh?
That's not even punishment. That's just wrong.
Well,
Now then, Leslie, to commemorate your joyous entry into our school, I have a little something for you. This is our official student handbook. Pretty cool, huh? As you can see, it's fully digital, so naturally we call it the e-handbook. Ahem. Yes, well, moving on. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that. Also, it's completely waterproof. Splash it, wash it, drown it, it'll keep on ticking. And thanks to its space-age design, it can withstand an impact force of up to 10 tons. Very resistant. I read that, and my mind went to Mr. Dink from Doug. Very resistant. Very expensive, Douglas. It contains all of your school regulations, so make sure you review them thoroughly.
you guys.
You'll hear me say this a lot, but any violation of school regulations will not be tolerated. Rules restrict, yes, but they also protect. Society, for example, would be utter chaos without laws. The same thing applies here, which is why it's crucial we have strict punishments in place for violators. Okay, well, that brings our entrance ceremony to a close. Please enjoy your abundantly dreary school life, and see ya! And with that, he was gone, leaving us all in a state of shock. So, guys, how would you define what we just experienced?
What the crap?
How? Why? I don't understand any of this. We have to live here forever? Or kill? What? What just happened?
Calm down.
Everyone, we just need to calm down. First, let's just take a second to summarize everything we just heard. Based on what Monokuma said, we essentially have two choices. Choice number one is that we stay here, living a communal life together, until the day we die. And the other choice is, if we want to get out of here alive, we have to kill someone, right? But killing someone, that's... We were abducted out of nowhere and stuffed into this place meant to look like a school. And now we're supposed to start killing each other? This is... What is this?
Ridiculous.
A lie is what it is. All these ridiculous things we've heard, this all has to be fake. Right now, it doesn't really matter if it's real or fake. What matters is there anyone who's seriously considering all this? To that, nobody had a response. Keeping myself quiet, I looked around at the others. They all stared at one another, trying to gauge each other's thoughts. I could almost taste the hostility. And that's when it hit me. I realized the true terror within the rules Monokuma had laid out. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Those words had planted vicious thoughts deep within each one of us. Each of us became suspicious of everyone else. We were forced to wonder, is somebody going to betray us? And that was how my new school life began. This school, which had come out of nowhere to raise my hopes so high, it's not a school of hope. It's a school of despair. More like a school of despair.
Oh my gosh, that was the whole prologue.
Yes, all of this was the prologue.
Jesus.
To be continued. And we finally get the intro.
Oh my gosh.
Also, if any of this music sounds familiar to you in particular, Miles, I can tell you why.
Hold on.
Like, not saying like you've heard this music before, but if like the compositions or like general instrumentation sound similar. Same composer that did the music to Cyber Sleuth.
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
And did the music for some of the No More Heroes games.
Oh jeez. Bro, I'm so excited for the new Digimon game.
I didn't know there was a new Digimon game.
Oh yeah, they announced it forever ago. It's similar to Cyber Sleuth.
Oh.
Let me find it real quick. It's like Digimon Story. Hold on. Time Stranger.
Okay. Also, can we talk about how stupid it is that every platform except for PlayStation now has a digital version of Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory bundled into one package, and on PlayStation you can't even buy them separately because they delisted Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
But you can still buy Hacker's Memory, which expects you to have played Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
So yes, that was the prologue to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. 2010 video is just like MTV. You know, I never actually watched MTV during its peak years. I'm more familiar with it as that channel that airs nothing but ridiculousness.
I remember Catfish. Some places did.
You received the school crest present.
Yes, it's a present.
Yeah, we got a present. It's a non-refundable
From an
present.
evil bear.
It's a non-returnable present, unfortunately. So that is what we're going to be covering tonight of Danganronpa, because I feel like that's a good cutting off point, and also because we have been going on for about almost 3 hours now.
Jeez.
I've done longer. It's just, with all that voice acting, my throat's shredded.
I get it.
Let's see who we're gonna raid. You played Suicide Squad, you poor soul? No, I haven't played it yet. I bought it because it was dirt cheap on sale, and I was like, you know what? Just at the bad game connoisseur in me wants to get a copy of this before it inevitably gets delisted out of shame like they did to Marvel's Avengers. Which I also picked up on sale for like $3.
Yeah, well, my main focus tonight at this point is to try to get into Nintendo Switch.
Yes, I am aware. I am abundantly aware.
I need to figure out if I can, though. I have like everything on my phone and my computer pulled up at once.
You're gonna sleep. Good night. Have a good night, Helton. And thank you for joining us tonight. You were real pleasant to have in chat.
Yep, have a good night.
We are going to raid. We are going to raid Grim Novalis, who is playing Repo for the first time.
I still need to play Repo. I bought it the other day.
I haven't bought it yet. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to JKR and Miles Above for co-hosting with me tonight. I'll see you guys on Friday. Schedule for that night's going to change up a bit due to Furret not going to be present unexpectedly. But yeah, keep an eye out for updated schedule. And until then, sorry, a little bit of burp in there. Unpleasant dreams. Good night, everybody.